It had beautiful star-shaped leaves which dance in the breeze on the plantation. My memory of manioka is of a white root that looks like a umala and a white carrot, but it's always brown when you pull it out of the ground. And the root was always peeled and boiled. The leaves of the manioka are highly medicinal, and I remember my mother cooking with it in our food as well. It went into the soups, stir fries, wrapped up in like luau, or just plainly boiled. Manioka was used mostly to make masoa or starch for ironing our clothes. Until today, I still love the way that our food is cooked in natural earth oven, wrapped in leaves and smoked to perfection. Today, manioka to me is like a forgotten crop. Most people I've talked to about manioka, they tell me that they don't eat that food because it's a food for poor people. The young manioka leaves is one of my favorite things to cook now, because as a vegan living in Samoa, I had to retrain myself in preparing our island food and also to know the nutritional value of each food that we have here. Getting the best vitamins and minerals out of traditional foods isn't really something that everybody who comes back to Samoa looks around and, you know, starts to look for that. I had to, because I needed to take care of my health. I'd gone through all of the cancer. I really needed to take care of my body as well as my mental health. Part of living and eating organically means that you have to forage for wild foods which contain a good source of iron and protein, calcium and potassium, which are like the basic building blocks of good health. And since the beginning of this adventure, I found myself naturally drawn to foraging for wild fruit and medicinal food. I've cooked with wildflowers, ferns or fiddleheads, bamboo, the wild manioka leaves of course, and mustard, wild mustard or atasi, which is also a well-known medicine. Almost any edible fruit has leaves that are edible too, like the V, and to put in their food, but it's just as good and nutritious. And if not, they have more medicinal and nutritional value. Like for example, the manioka leaves are very high in iron. Here in Samoa, for example, taro, manioka, tamu, umala, ufi, giant yams, everything grows in the ground as a tuber. These days, with the heavy-handed spraying that goes on in Samoan farms, I'm really afraid to eat that kind of food, those tubers, from anywhere else but my own plantations. Reason why is glyphosate. This chemical is a weed killer. If it kills weeds, which are living things, it can kill us too eventually through diseases such as cancer. It will affect the growth and health of your crops. The tree's ability to resist pests and diseases will be significantly affected. How do I know all of this? I don't need to read it. I can see it in my plantation. I see the vast difference between my land and the neighbor's land. I see rubbish being dumped in massive holes in the ground and then burned with toxic chemicals in it. People even close to me have attempted to take their lives using this chemical, and it has to stop. It has to stop. That's my mission. It's part of a very big mission, and I hope that this message is repeated.